So, have you subscribed, and followed This Is Truly News yet? I mean, we're all kind of sort of wondering why. Because if we can get like
14 more.
that's it, 100 dozen more people, we'll be into the billion.
We can monetize this thing on YouTube,
and we'll be wealthy.
Independently
work
wealthy.
6 days a week.
Right.
In my old age.
You don't
Josh,
work 6.
Josh.
Okay. Yes, fine.
How many times is the show on?
6 times a week.
So then, I work 6 days a week. Stop shaking your head. It rattles.
You count work days.
Yeah. Who's doing this? You or me?
The way radio counts listeners.
Well, yeah. 1, 7, 12,
94, 100.
300,000, 20. Where was I now? Liking, subscribing, and following This Is Truly News so that we can become wealthy and I won't have to work 6 days a week. Shut up.
Fine.
And if you find a story that's weird, our kind of weird.
Yep.
Which
can get pretty weird.
It's kind of a wide span to work with.
Mm-hmm.
You can send that off to TITR@netradio.net. Work.
Are you happy with yourself?
I'm pretty smug, yeah. Smugly pleased.
Pleasantly smug.
Not giddy. But yeah, happy. If I died now, I'd be a happy man. Of course, then I'd have an arrow through me, and I'd have died in the 1300s. I'm going to do that to my wife, by the way. When I die, I am dying in my chair.
Yep.
And that way she has to come and poke me with a hockey stick. No, when I don't move, won't she feel foolish?
That's right. Smart move.
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As far as you know.
A few first-person stories.
Okay.
While holding my dog, I slipped.
I'll say.
On a melted ice cube. And those can be nasty falls, right? The dog flew into the sink. I broke my left tibia. All in all, I think the dog got the better portion of that.
I would think so.
Our vacation was canceled.
Of course, I'm not sure you would have fit in the sink, so.
And now my left leg is a couple inches shorter than my right. You can see the whole thing, right?
Yep.
You can just, whoa.
The worst part is I see mine in cartoon because with real people, it would hurt.
This is one I just don't understand, and it's a bit on the adult side, so parents.
And now I'm thinking of Chester from Gunsmoke in the early days.
And not Festus.
Not Festus, Chester.
I wiped too fast with
Chester
toilet
Goody.
I wiped too fast with toilet paper and got multiple paper cuts on my lady bits.
No.
I was sitting without underwear and wiping Neosporin on my bits for a week. No, I will not include a photo.
No. BS. Nope, that's not real. Nope.
Okay, now this one I do believe is absolutely true no matter what. I once accidentally slapped a seagull into a cafe.
I've wanted to, so I can live with that.
I saw something in my peripheral vision. My first reaction was to swat at it. Right?
What else do you do?
I accidentally made really good contact and slapped it right through the open door of a small but busy cafe. It was like a bomb went off. The chaos was unimaginable because I was on the outside of the cafe. It was like I was at the zoo looking through the glass at a stampede. And I just think that picture is worth a billion words.
Or a Marx Brothers movie. It could.
It's just some Mac. Wow. Oh boy.
Yeah, if
we got to make a sport out of that. Using rackets of some sort. Take the pickleball rackets from those ridiculous players and do that.
Be very, very careful. Like Michelle West is playing in her last U.S. Women's Open this weekend.
Oh, she's retired.
Age of, I think, 29 or 30 now.
Okay.
Maybe, yeah, something. She's not very old.
Okay.
But her injuries. And now she's a mom, and she kind of likes that job, too.
Yeah.
She's got a ton of other stuff.
Right.
So this is her last one, but what they've picked up since that competitive drive just doesn't automatically leak out when you retire.
Yep.
She and her hubby are now playing pickleball. And she looked right at Brandon Chambly and said, very competitive pickleball.
She made it quite clear.
I'm just don't want you to think we're out there hammering around for fun and exercise. It's for bragging rights.
Your turn.
Okay, undergraduate excuses if they were used in other the New Yorker had space to fill, apparently.
Okay.
Undergraduate excuses, right?
Okay.
But what if you use them in other contexts? For instance, owing to the death of my
Mother, father,
blank,
grandmother, grandfather.
whom I dearly loved, I won't be able to land the plane today. Thank you for your understanding.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain for the moment.
Because I am literally stuck in traffic at this very moment, I won't be able to perform open heart surgery. Would it be possible to reschedule? Let me know.
Did you say groping heart surgery?
Open.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, it kind of turns that way, I suppose.
Yeah, they're going to grab it at some point.
I went to the wrong building and I totally did someone else's taxes. So sorry, my bad. See? Adults just do not think like this.
No, they don't.
Although
That's fantastic.
these are college level, so maybe they're almost adults.
Yeah.
Owing to, here's one of the favorites. Death is a big deal, right, for excuses.
Mhm.
Owing to the death of my boyfriend's grandfather, whom I love dearly, I won't be able to finish filling your cavity today. Thank you so much for understanding.
I got to go.
Yeah, I screwed up and forgot to turn on the hose. It's entirely my error. But if I could get a redo, then I'll put the flames out as soon as possible, maybe early next week.
I once accidentally left the hose on and it froze overnight. The water that went down across the pad, cement pad, and into the grass and down the hill. So when Anne went down the hill, she went down really fast. And by the time she'd reached the bottom, she could see her boots and the sun.
A nice view.
Yeah, well, it was a lovely day.
We always thought Anne hit rock bottom when she married you.
I'm just helping her achieve it faster.
Yeah, what a guy. Way to put others ahead of your own needs.
I turned all of that into a song, by the way. I turned all the screw ups with Anne into a song. It's hilarious.
Sure it is. Last one.
Okay.
Owing to the death of my friend's brother's grandfather, whom I dearly love,
Of course.
I have probably come down with something that has aggravated my astigmatism. And this, in turn, is causing severe hunger pains. Anyway, I'm not able to complete the packing of your parachute, but I hope you understand and respect my situation. That's better than 80% of the other stuff in the New Yorker. So, hey.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You want to jump in the titter wayback machine?
Sure, Mr. Peabody.
All the way back to the year 2016.
No, I don't know if I can go that far back.
A maintenance. Oh, you're going to want to.
Was there life before the pandemic?
Some, but it was rudimentary life.
Now, of course, we're wondering if there'll ever be life again after.
Right. A maintenance worker accidentally fired a 20-millimeter Vulcan cannon from an F-16 jet at a Belgian Air Force base, destroying a nearby F-16 jet and damaging another one. The technician at Florennes Air Bastion, I suppose, southern Belgium, accidentally fired the weapon while performing maintenance work on the plane, hitting an F-16 parked on the tarmac in front of the hangar. The plane was full of fuel, caught fire. Another plane nearby was damaged.
Jet fuel explodes so pretty.
The Belgian Air Force confirmed the incident at the airbase and said 2 mechanics were questioned, but they had no answers yet on account of their being deaf.
So they're waffling on the answer.
Not so much. They can't hear the question. They can't answer.
Belgians
Waffles.
Always.
See, this is the problem. Chocolate.
Swiss always chocolate.
No. Belgian's better. It's smoother. It melts faster, too.
Yeah.
Belgian chocolate's better
Son,
than Swiss chocolate.
son.
What?
There is no good, better, best when it comes to chocolate. There is only chocolate. Some is not quite the same as others, but
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, listen, I'm worried about Michelle because she sent me the one from the New Yorker. Which
Okay.
But then she sent me this update. Remember the woman who had been declared dead and then surprised her relatives by knocking on her coffin?
Oh,
during her
yeah.
wake
And requested, could you please
After
let me out?
7 days in intensive care.
Yeah.
Gilberto Barbara Montoya, the woman's son, said doctors at the state hospital where she was rushed after the incident said she died on Friday. Ecuador's health ministry confirmed in a statement the 76-year-old Bella Montoya died from ischemic?
Ischemic, I believe.
Sure. Died from a stroke after spending a week in intensive care. I'd have had a stroke too if some dumb bastards were trying to bury me.
What the heck? Here I come, Paime.
It said that Mrs. Montoya had remained under permanent surveillance. Well, you don't want her to go sneaking off dead or nothing.
Right.
But
There's
didn't-
nothing, but you can't be arrested for it because it's not illegal to loiter while dead.
That's true. And honestly, you wouldn't care if they did bust you. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Her son said that he had not received any report from authorities explaining why she was declared dead a week earlier. Still, he added a sister of the deceased woman had formally complained about the incident. Still no explanation.
Or did it all come in Spanish and they don't speak Spanish?
Well, with the last name like Montoya, I hope they.
I hope they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her remains, by the way, are back at the same funeral home from when she woke up.
And they're just waiting for a few days.
I would call it the circle of life, but that would be wrong.
That's circle of death at this point.
That's not very good either. No. And it all why does that all follow under the jurisdiction of the Ministry of Health, for God's sake?
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.